Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making German beef and vegetable soup. Alright, I'm starting out here with a 1-pound chuck steak. And if you can cut your meat yourself, it's a lot cheaper than buying a pre-cut stew meat. This here was like almost half the price of the stew meat. And I'm seasoning this with salt and pepper. I'll turn that over and hit the other side. Alright. I'm going to cut this into bite-sized pieces of beef. And this is a little thin, but that's alright. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all cut up and set it aside for just now. Okay, now that I have all my beef cut up, I have my pressure cooker set on sear saute, and it's hot. Now the pressure cooker is the quickest way to go with this. You can do it on a pot, but it's going to have to simmer for probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and here it's going to take 10 minutes. I'm going to get my beef in here, and I'm going to get it all nice and golden brown. Alright, while my beef browns, I have 4 russet potatoes I gave a good rinsing. You can peel them if you like, but I'm leaving the skins on. And we're going to get these cut up. Now I took this cutting mat that I cut the beef on, just wiped it with a paper towel. And I know some of you are saying, oh, cross-contamination and this and that, but all this is going to be cooked in the same pot, so any cross-contamination will be killed by the heat of the cooking. Plus, I'm a Generation X kid, and we've done a lot of risky stuff in our life long before cross-contamination existed. And I made it 58 years. I think I can make a few more years. So I'm getting my potatoes all diced up here. Alright, now that I have my potato all diced up, I have 1 large onion. I'm going to do a rough dice on it. Don't have to be real fine because in the pressure cooker it's going to cook down and it won't be so bad. And it's going to season our soup really good. Just go ahead and take the wrap part and slice this up. Or dice it up. And now the other half. Outer piece of onion is awful slippery. That's because it's in our membrane. Okay, I'm going to set this aside just for now. Alright, now I have about a cup of baby carrots. I'm just going to cut these in half, like so. You don't even have to cut them in half if you don't mind them big. But I'm going to cut them all in half. Alright, now that I have all my baby carrots cut in half, I have a half of a green bell pepper. We're going to cut this up for in there. Clear a little space here. Just going to dice this up. It's going to add a good flavor to our soup. Alright. And just cut it like so. Now my beef is nice and browned up, and I turn the pressure cooker off just for now because we don't want it to cook anymore at this point for now. I'm going to go ahead and get these vegetables in there. Get that down in there. And get our potatoes in there. Alright. Okay, now I'm going to dice up about a cup of cabbage. And we're going to throw this in pressure cooker, and that should do good right there. Get that down in there. Alright, now I'm going to add in the equivalent of 2 cloves of garlic. I'm using the jarred stuff. Okay. I have 1 14.5 ounce can of diced tomatoes. I'm putting them in undrained. And I have 5 cups of beef broth. That's going in. that little bit of beef base at the bottom. Let's give that a little stir. I'm going to add in about a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Give this a stir to get everything mixed together and get our spices down in there. Okay, now I'm going to put my lid on here and I'm going to set this to pressure cook for 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes, I'll do a quick release of the pressure. Okay, my soup is done. Last, I'm going to put in some fresh parsley. If you don't have fresh, dry will do. If you don't have dry, you can put any at all in. I'm just going to get this in here, stir it in. Just adds a little flavor and a little brightness to your soup. Alright guys, this is ready to go. Let's go ahead and fix up a bowl and see what we got. Alright guys, let me get in here and try this. I'm going to start with a piece of this beef. Now this should be fall apart tender. Tender, good beef flavor. Now we'll try a little bit of vegetable here with some broth. And guys, this is hot, so you might want to let yours cool up before you eat it. Vegetables are tender, soaked in all that good flavor from the beef broth. Really rich broth, really delicious. Guys, that's perfect for a Sunday dinner. It's raining and cold outside today. German beef and vegetable soup. Thanks for watching and supporting me. Remember, love what you eat and eat what you love.